This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. It's the TCU Horned Frogs and the Texas Longhorns. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Here in Austin, DKR is one of the most iconic stadiums in college football. Texas Memorial Stadium, the fans, the burnt orange. You've got Bevo here on the sideline. There is so much love every time you come to a college football game here. History in the making at DKR. Guys?
Okay, Holly. Frogs will kick off first, and here we go. Looks like he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Longhorns offense will come out first. So the last time these two got together, the nails were chewed down to the cuticles. It was a barn burner. Think we get another one of those, Jesse?
I certainly hope so, Reese. And I know that mental toughness is very cliche in all of sports, especially college football. And, David, it's something that coaches are always harping on. But this is one of those games.
Breaks into the open. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. The Longhorns come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Manning with a play fake. Throws for the tight end. That's caught. It's Townsend. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
Well, you can see the effect that last run play had on the defense. They had a really good-looking run, and all of a sudden they come back with play action. Everybody bites. They play downhill, and it opens up a guy up top for the offense. Really nice job setting up that shot play to get an explosive one through the air.
Got it behind the line. It's Brown. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They'll run it out of the gun with Brown. Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knock that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
And the Longhorns lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Again, it's Brown. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
This offense knew coming into this one, guys, how important it was to start early. And on this opening drive for them, they're doing a nice job running the football there on third down. They're in a position on the field now. If you're on defense, you got to be ready for a shot throw into the end zone.
They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
You know, God bless Texas because they can lose great running backs, and they just go into the portal and they get a great running back. Oh, no. They got 2 great running backs. To get Smothers, to get Brown to come over, obviously guys with experience at big-time universities. I expect Texas to be able to run the football and, Jesse, have one of the best 1-2 punches in all of college football.
Yeah, I mean, they want to come play with Arch Manning, let's be honest. They know it's an offense that defenses are going to be worried about the deep ball, throwing it downfield, so a lot of soft ball.
There's some room. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. The Longhorns racing to the line in the hurry-up. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Brown. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. After losing a couple of yards, it's now 2nd and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving. Manning finds his big tight end. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. They're about to snap it for the 10th time on this opening drive, but they need a conversion to keep the drive alive on third down. He wants to change this route. Back to throw, it's Manning. Out of the backfield, he's open. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. The Longhorns go back to work after moving the chains through the air. brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Second and goal for the offense. To the edge, it's Brown. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas! They're bellowing out Texas fight right now as the horns are ready after that touchdown drive.
And what a great way to start. Get the crowd jacked up. When you do something good like this early, that burnt orange is going absolutely bananas in the stands. And the rest of the game, the defense, the special teams, everybody feeds off their great energy.
The Horned Frogs offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And they've got the veteran, this senior quarterback, to guide the ship. Man, he was razor sharp last time out, completed better than 70% of his passes, throwing for 200-plus yards. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Plenty of work to do here on second and long.
And that's the start you need on offense, right? The opening drive of the game, your defense allows a touchdown, so you got to come out firing, and it's good news to see the quarterback dialed in. Good read, good timing, accurate throw. It's a big-time completion, but still work to be done. This offense obviously would like to answer that touchdown with one of their own.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And the Horned Frogs will punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. And he's going to get it up to about the 29. Line before he's brought down. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Motion from the back. Here's Arts to throw. Caught close to the marker. It's Townsend. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. Stop him after a minimal pickup. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. The offense changing the play. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Manning tries to pick it up on third down. Quickly complete. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. And the Longhorns have this offense rolling. Manning to the air again. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Arch Madness escapes the pressure to his right. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Back to pass. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. It's picked off, and that's number 10. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the second. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Throwing Manning. That's caught. It's Coleman. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Man, is it going to be fun trying to stop this passing offense at Texas. Not only do you have to deal with Arch Manning throwing the football, but you got Wingo outside with all that speed, David. You're bringing Cam Coleman from Auburn with his size and speed. So who do you cover if you're on defense?
Yeah, I wouldn't even mention the running backs who you bring in, too, who are studs. So, like, they're studs all over the field. This is an offense that, Sark, when they really get it going, man, the passing game becomes elite. And they can do so many good things, too. But just Cam Coleman and the ability to catch the football when he's not open. Like, it's second to none. Look forward to watching him and the Arch connection and how it grows. In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Manning on play action. Pressure coming. On the run, fires downfield. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing the pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
And the Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up. Art's going to spin it again. Got it! They will score! Touchdown, Texas! They'll try to add another to their lead.
The defense has to be able to do a better job on the back end, tackling this receiver and keeping him out of the end zone.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Takes the handoff. It's Payne. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on third down in DKR. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. He's got the tight end. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Running inside. It's Payne.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Looking downfield, it's Craig. He's got it down the middle. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The inside handoff. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And that was a really good job by the defense. Again, keeping everything in front of you in that situation, and now you're rewarded with the 3rd and long. So on this down, we'll see if they bring some pressure or if they lay back and play zone.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. The goes for a fair catch around the 5-yard line and hauls it in. He's backed up deep in his own territory. Here comes the Texas offense. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Tried to find a seam for more, but a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll take us to the 2-minute timeout. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Brown. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. Offense a little backed up here, and boy, would it help to convert this third down. Manning from the gun on third down. Swings it out to the flat. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. The Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Here's Manning to throw. Under fire. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
Ball was incomplete, and I think you got to give a lot of credit to this defense up front. That pass rush, they were coming on that play. Got after the quarterback, got in his face, and did not let him feel comfortable.
Tosses it back. Timeout taken by TCU. It's their first. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. It'll be 3rd and long. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Got his man. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. The Longhorns in the hurry-up.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
And the Longhorns, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Quarterback making adjustments. To throw, Manning. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, you wonder that time if the QB was just forcing that one over to his running back. He's already made some catches in this game. The defense is aware of that, though, and that time they had outstanding coverage. There was no way that was going to be complete.
They go play action with Manning. Throws to the wideout. This one's complete. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. TCU calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Gets the back moving. To throw, it's Manning. Back's looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Longhorn! And they take it in for 6 more points. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
And you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Hey, guys, checking in from the TCU sideline. I can tell you this crowd has played a factor early in this game. On the road, in a hostile environment, they have not been able to get going in this game. They have failed to score, not productive on their early drives, and they are talking about how the crowd noise is impacting them. I see them talk to each other, trying to tighten things up with the line of scrimmage. This is a factor. This crowd is making a big difference here so far. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. Timeout taken by the Horned Frogs. That's their final one. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Trying to take it back. He's at the 10. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking to throw, it's Craig. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. Gonna run it. It's Payne. They didn't even let that one get started as they stuff things up in the middle, and the clock winds down here late in the second quarter. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Right back to the well. They make the stop. It'll be 4th down. The defense does have a timeout to use if they want to try to put up points before the half. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. And the Horned Frogs will try to pin them back with the punt. No fair catches here, looking for room. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Men, week 9, go time. So let's get down to business with a notable update from the world of college football. We begin with a look at Kansas taking on the UMass Minutemen. And it's the Jayhawks, hoping that the clock hits zeros while they're still in front. A victory today would move them to 8-1 and catapult this team forward as they make their stretch run. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back over to your game at DKR in Austin. This running back is enjoying one very productive day. He's the bell cow for this team. They are not afraid to give him the ball, and he's a big reason why they're 2 quarters from a win. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. We're just about ready to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. TCU ready to crank things up on this drive. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player.
He's loose. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
When quarterbacks learn to take checkdowns, man, they become way more efficient. They become way better. They get way more possessions, and he does a really good job. It's not his primary guy, but he looks down the field. He doesn't force the football, but checks it down to his running back and still makes a big play because it was the right decision.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. The give on the counter. Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with a pickup of 4.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. The Horned Frogs trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Trying play action. Into the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down. If this defense can come up with a stop here, they will take a giant step toward winning this game. Keeping it on the ground on 3rd and goal. And he's in! Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
And finally, guys, we've been talking about this offense. When are they going to get it going? When are they going to have that spark? They make the play. They finally get on the board. Now, can they keep the momentum going? Can they play complementary football? Can the defense get a few stops and the offense keep this up?
The extra point is good, but they're still down 28-7. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Here on the Texas sideline, there is a lot of excitement right now on the sideline. I see their quarterback going up to guys and saying, let's keep eating. This is what they expected from him, and he has gotten them off to a terrific start. They've got the lead, and he has performed well. No big surprise. He is their guy, and he is
turning it on. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. They'll send the back in motion. A give to Brown. Inside the 45. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Looking for room. It's Smothers. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. The Longhorns will have it 1st and 10. Arch is going to throw for it. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. They'll run with Brown. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Longhorn! That's his 3rd touchdown of the game, and now 18 on the season. Getting set for the point after. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Caught in the backfield. It's Coleman. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a third down and short. Manning from the gun on third down. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be fourth down and 1.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too, understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you set up fourth down.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter.
Well, they get the first down, going for it on 4th and 1, and they're in that fringe area right now in their opponent's territory. So important for them to keep the momentum going because they've got to be thinking, we're scoring points here. We're going to pay this drive off.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead, and it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smothers. Finding some room. Touchdown, Texas! Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach.
So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. This offense has really been clicking. Oh, he's got some space. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats. They gobbled up a ton of yardage to open this drive, and now in business near midfield at the 49. Inside the 40. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. The run inside. It's Smothers. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Manning. Rushes on him. Trying to get rid of it. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Looking for room. It's Smothers. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
He slides that just inside the right upright. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, Nice run, and I think everybody knows. He's right there next to that 100-yard mark, 98 yards on the day. And that's a mark, man, when you hit that mark a lot of times and you take care of the football, you win a lot of football games. It's the more physical team. It's the team that makes it easy, makes it easier on their quarterback, and they've done that today.
And he's swallowed up immediately, stopped right at the line of scrimmage. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Rides to back and leaves it. Could be an alley. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
And that's another productive run. This offense has had a bunch of them today, and the running back, I think this lead was built on this guy. He's done a great job all game long, setting the tone, and I think that's why this offense has been successful.
And the Longhorns headed quickly to the line.
How about that? You got the lead late in the game, get some first downs, salt this clock away. This is the exact...
Makes the grab in their space. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Here's Arch to throw. Floats it out in space. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football